months of trying on our own for baby number 2, we decided to travel to Dubai and utilize our last remaining embryo from our previous egg retrieval 2 years ago. We were hopeful that this embryo would bring us one step closer to growing our family. Sadly, 10 days after transferring the embryo, things didn't go as planned, and my blood work showed low HCG levels, resulting in a negative pregnancy test.
Omaya, how are you? I got the result now. I had a beta HCG of 1.45. It's low, Omaya. Yeah, this embryo did not implant. I would just wait for 48 hours and then repeat back, just to be sure that it's negative. And then we sit, me and you and Mouhammad, and we decide how to proceed further.
After talking to Mouhammad and Dr. Lamia, I decided I didn't want to take much longer to try again for baby number 2. And this meant I would have to wait a couple of days to do blood work, ultrasound, and injections in order to grow multiple eggs to be extracted and then frozen. And so after doing some blood work, everything came out good and I was given the green light to move forward.
Officially day 1.
Official day 1, yeah. So now we're in the process where we're starting IVF all over again. I'm getting shots to stimulate the follicles. Inshallah it grows, it's healthy, and we're able to retrieve them soon. I'm getting blood work and 2 injections.
Yes.
And Mouhammad's also getting
Some blood work, yeah.
Finally he gets poked, right?
Hey, man.
It's always me.
Only at the beginning. Okay, Bismillah. So you got it.
It's just honestly, it's the initial poke.
I know. And then you stare at it.
Yeah, I'm not scared to stare at it. It's just like a poke.
Yeah.
This one burns a bit, but it loops. Yeah. How does it feel to be on the chair?
It feels different.
It feels different, no?
No, it's okay. Yeah.
The great thing about Omaya being treated at Faqih is that the nurses there give Omaya the injections. So every day we will go there for blood work and daily injections, and I didn't have to worry about doing that because when it comes to needles, Omaya gets very scared.
Yeah.
And I'm another person that doesn't like anything to do with needles. I think I almost passed out doing blood work. So
No, you did.
I did.
He did. It looks so scary.
You got it. You've done it before.
Oh, I know. She knows what she's doing.
Yes.
I don't.
She's an expert.
Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. You're doing good. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath.
Good job. Good job.
Good job.
One.
So we were going into Faqih daily for the next couple of days to start the stimulation phase for an egg retrieval. So basically in a natural monthly cycle, your ovaries will produce 1 egg. But in an IVF cycle, you'll take medication from 8 to 14 days to encourage the follicles in your ovaries to produce more eggs.
And honestly, Omaya never faces to amaze me. MashaAllah, she's such a warrior. Every female that's going through IVF, you all are warriors. This is tough. I've experienced it first with Adam, with IVF, and now seeing it again. She gets so many injections that both her arms are bruised, her bottom is bruised, her stomach is sore and bloating because of all the injections, and she's still smiling and very optimistic. Having faith in Allah and being very optimistic is a very, very key thing for this whole process. So basically, Dr. Lamia told Omaya to take the injections for the next 5 days, and on day 6, she would have to do ultrasound to monitor the follicles. At the ultrasound, Dr. Lamia noticed a few small cysts, but she told us that they're not functional and they would not interrupt the process.
Is it big? No. Let me tell you, if I take some, so this is the first one. This is 1.5 centimeter by 1.4. It's nothing to mention. Nothing really.
Okay.
And then on the left side, I will go. The left side also, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have good number of eggs. And then, yes, I don't have any functional cyst. I have this wall also here in the metrioma, but it's not affecting anything, which is 12.
Okay. So all in all, my body was responding well to these injections, alhamdulillah. Dr. Lamia decided to increase the injections to 2 daily. And let me tell you that second shot was awful. It stung, it was so itchy, and it felt like that, you know, that prickly feeling?
Yeah.
Like, no, but it went away within an hour or two, that feeling. We then went back for another ultrasound to check the follicles, and alhamdulillah, they were growing at a good rate. And Dr. Lamia was so happy with the progress, and we set the day for egg retrieval to be on May 21st, 2024.
But before then, Omaya was told to get a trigger shot exactly 36 hours before the egg retrieval surgery. This will mean that we have to get a shot at 11 p.m. and since the clinic is closed, we had to go to a local hospital and get the shot for Omaya exactly at 11 p.m.
So you have to take it to 36 hours before. So usually if you are not able to take the trigger, we give it to, there is Medcare hospital here near us.
Yeah.
We give a prescription, it's like 5 minutes from here.
Okay.
And then you go directly to the ER with the prescription. They know us, they will give it to you.
Okay.
So they have to inject you at 11. So go 10:30 and tell them, look, I have to take these two injections at 11.
Okay.
30 minutes before.
Yes.
And then they will be ready, they will inject directly.
At 11.
Okay.
And honestly, at that point, I was not nervous. I was just ready to get this started. And I was just so anxious to know how many eggs could Dr. Lamia be able to retrieve? Would it be more than last time or less than last time? These were the thoughts that were in my mind.
Oh my God, we got a whole room.
Oh, we walk ourselves to the room.
Okay. All right, Omaya, so let's explain what we're doing here.
Okay, so my IVF clinic gave us 2 injections for me to take 36 hours prior to the egg retrieval,
Yes.
which means I have to take it at 11 p.m.
Yes.
Our clinic is closed and I'm too scared for Mouhammad to give me the injections himself. So the great thing about Dubai is that everything is so accommodating.
Yep.
My IVF clinic gave us a prescription which we brought to a hospital nearby.
Yeah, 24/7 hospital, accepts the
24/7.
prescription and knows exactly what to do.
Yeah, and they're gonna give me the shot. So all of this is because I don't want Mouhammad to give me the shot.
Yeah.
He's too nervous and so am I. We'll just let the professionals do their job.
That's it.
But you know, surprisingly, I'm not nervous or scared because with experience comes knowledge,
Comfort,
right? Like, no,
alhamdulillah.
like you already know what to expect.
100%.
So like, I'm not worried, I'm not scared, I'm not anxious.
Yeah.
I'm just like excited and just want to move forward. And we're this much closer to the egg
The next
retrieval
process, yeah.
and yeah, the next
I mean,
round.
and inshallah, Allah makes the process easy for us, especially for Omaya, because she's the one that's doing the daily injections, blood work, all that stuff. So
Thank you. I think it's very important to keep an optimistic attitude when going through the entire IVF process because it is lengthy and it can be strenuous, but it's important to just be very optimistic and just leave it all in Allah's hands.
Yes.
Do not worry, do not have fear in you because whatever is meant to be will be and Allah has already written it for you.
Yes.
So just knowing that, it should give you like a peace of mind.
Yep.
And just know that Allah has your best interest in mind. So
exactly.
if it happens, alhamdulillah, and if it doesn't, alhamdulillah. Allah
Yeah.
knows why he does what he does,
Exactly.
right? So just be optimistic and be happy and just pray for the best, of course. Make dua.
He is the best of planners, and just keep our faith up. Everyone
Yeah.
keep their faith up and leave it in his hands, inshallah.
Inshallah. All right, so we are all done.
Yes.
Just finished my 2 injections
Yes.
and excited.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. You did good.
Oh,
Alhamdulillah.
thank you. For some reason, they were a bit like painful.
They were. She had to stick the needle all the way in.
Oh my
so
God, I
yeah.
felt it. Ugh. I just
Alhamdulillah.
hate the initial prick.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's certain like medication that's
Stings.
it stings and then after that it itches and I
Yeah.
just I hate that feeling.
No,
but
no.
it's okay.
Alhamdulillah.
Pushing through. We got this and
Alhamdulillah.
inshallah khair.
Inshallah khair.
We left Adam with my sister and left to the clinic really early, and I remember we were both extremely happy and we were listening to Quran the entire way there. But then again, it was our second experience at an egg retrieval, so we knew exactly what to expect. We then arrived to Faqih and we met with the doctor. Shortly after, Mouhammad was sent to his room to do his thing and I was sent to my room to change into my robe. I remember walking into the surgery room and seeing familiar faces, which instantly made me feel safe and completely comfortable. And then I met with the anesthesiologist who shared a few sweet words with me and mentioned Allah, and then just like that, I was put to sleep. That was the most peaceful way of going to sleep. And at this point, I wasn't in pain. I didn't feel anything. I just remember waking up in the waiting room and feeling a sense of loneliness. I was very emotional. All I could think about was Muhammad and Adam. I was just very sensitive, and I remember asking the nurse for my phone so I can just call or text Muhammad. And I remember when I got my phone, I saw a bunch of text messages from Muhammad, which immediately made me happy. And in one of those messages, he said he had talked to Dr. Lamia and she was extremely happy with the results. I just finished the procedure and I feel so groggy and just so out of it, which I think it's very normal, and also some cramping. I guess the cramping has to do with the amount of eggs that they retrieved. So apparently it was a good number, a little bit more than what they retrieved last time I was here. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to know more about the procedure and how it went once I meet with Dr. Damia, inshallah. But for now, I'm so excited to go and see Muhammad. I know he's been waiting for me for like 4 hours now. But yeah, I'm excited to see him and see how many eggs we were able to retrieve this time around. So Dr. Lamia was able to retrieve 23 eggs this time around, which is a little more than last time, where she retrieved 16 eggs.
From the 23 eggs they retrieved, 17 matured, and 9 of them were fertilized and sent to the lab to get genetically tested.
Now keep in mind the genetic testing comes at an additional fee and usually not a part of an IVF package. And when screening for abnormalities, you'll also discover the gender of these embryos. So we started with 23 eggs and ended at 3 embryos, 2 of them being boys and 1 a girl.
We did not want to have many embryos because we were hoping that this would be Omaya's last time doing egg retrieval.
Yeah.
And if this resulted in a positive pregnancy test, we wanted it to be the last one, inshallah.
Yeah. Also keep in mind that you'll be paying yearly to store these frozen embryos. You can freeze the embryos up to 10 years in Dubai, but again, you would have to pay yearly to keep the embryos frozen in a lab. And so then we had to wait for my next period cycle to arrive so we can plan for the next step.
Yeah. And in the next video, we're going to be discussing how many embryos we decided to transfer and the results, inshallah.
So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you guys so much for your love and support, and we'll see you next time.
Salam, everyone.